guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. For today's video, we are going to be doing my favorites and my flops from the month of March. Happy April to everyone. April is such a fun month for me because I feel like it starts to kind of get more like spring, and we're getting more into like more spring weather, and my birthday is in April, so that's always super exciting. I do want to also give a huge thank you to you guys because we hit 10K here on YouTube. This is so cool and so amazing. I have a special surprise for you guys. I told you that when we hit 10K, we would be doing a giveaway. So I will put up another giveaway. It will be up on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. I also have another giveaway going on right now down below if you guys want to check that one out. I will link it. And let's get started with this month's favorites and flops. So we're gonna start out with a favorite, and then I'm gonna go on to some flops, so we'll kind of go back and forth. So my first favorite is from Ofra. I have been using this literally almost every single day. So this is their Face and Body Mineral Shimmer, and I have mine in the shade White Diamonds. And this is basically what it looks like. I kind of don't want to tip it too much because I don't want to tip it over, and it is like a loose powder. But I'm just gonna show you guys, like this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's like super shimmery, and it's also really finely milled, so it makes it really nice because it's not too thick. So I'll swatch it for you guys so you guys can kind of see. But do you see how blinding that is? Like, it is crazy. I use this on my inner corner. I really like it because I feel like even when it blends out, like it still has a nice sheen to it, so you can even use it like as a highlight if you like that type of glittery highlight. But I really like using this for my inner corner. It has actually replaced my ColourPop tassel, which I've been using for a long time on my inner corner, and lately this is all I've been using because you just need so tiny bit of it. You just put it on your brush and you put it right there, and it stays put, which I really like. So this has been a new favorite for me. For a flop this month, I tried this foundation from Josie Maran. So this is the Whipped Argan Oil Beauty Butter. This is supposed to be an ultra hydrating foundation. I don't know if I've ever had such a bad experience with a foundation like I did with this one. I feel like it just did not work on me. So this is what the formula kind of looks like. It's more of like a whipped kind of formula. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte foundation, their Radiant, what is that one called? The Hybrid foundation. It kind of reminds me of that. So this is kind of like what it looks like when I try and blend it out. I don't know. I had a really hard time with this foundation. Like, it kind of just sat on my face. You can even tell when I'm trying to blend it out here that it just doesn't blend out very smoothly. It kind of looks really patchy. I just had the hardest time blending this out. I used my beauty blender, I used brushes, I used a couple different kinds of brushes. I couldn't even wear it. Like, I literally had to scrub it off my face. I tried twice, it just didn't work out. I feel like it just doesn't blend very well, and it just sits right on your skin, and it looked awful. So this is a definite miss for me this month. Moving on to another favorite for the month of March is this highlight from Persona. This is the Zuma highlight. I have been obsessed with wearing this, you guys. It is so pretty. It is seriously one of the prettiest highlights. I love it because it's really finely milled again, and it just doesn't have any like glitter to it. It just looks super natural on the skin. It is a beautiful gold. I'll swatch it here so you guys can see. It's just so pigmented. It has such a good reflect to it, but yet it looks really natural when you have it on. It isn't overpowering. It blends out so pretty. As you can tell, it just gives such a pretty, just luminous look to your skin, and I love a gold highlight, especially in the summertime. I know I'm gonna be wearing this one like crazy. The formula is really nice, stays nice throughout the day. I just really love this. I have a few of the other highlighters from them as well. I do like those, but this one is my favorite out of the three, and I would highly recommend checking this out. This is, like I said, the Cali Glow highlighter from Persona, and this one is in Zuma. All right, chatting about another flop, it is the Back Talk palette from Urban Decay. I wanted to love this palette, like I really did. I was so excited when I seen that they were releasing this, and I really wanted to love it. It's okay. There's nothing like super wrong with it. It's just not what I expected, and for me it was a flop because when I tried it out I just wasn't in love with it. Although I do really like the face side of it. I think that this highlighter right here is really pretty, and I do like the blushes. It's just the eyeshadow side that I was just left kind of I don't know, not loving. And I just feel like, I don't know, the shades in it are just not super pigmented. The shimmers in it didn't perform very well at all. You had to build them up a lot. You really had to work to get an eye look with this palette. I do really like the mattes in here, but there is only a few mattes, so it's really just not worth it for me. This is almost a $50 palette, and I just feel like, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. I did review this and do a first impressions. I did an eye look with it. If you guys are curious about that, I'll link it up above. You guys can check it out. This palette for me was definitely a flop this month. I just am not a fan. Another favorite is actually a skincare product, and I debated on mentioning this because it is so pricey, but I've actually noticed a huge difference in my under eyes since I've been using this. I've used it for about, I think this is my 3rd week using it. I use it every single day. So this is the Drunk Elephant C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. This eye cream is like $60, so that's where I'm like, but I love it. I feel like it has made such a dramatic difference in my under eyes. Not only has it helped with my dark circles, but it has also really helped kind of firm them up. And I've noticed like a difference in my wrinkles underneath my eyes. I've also noticed a difference when I'm applying my powder, that I'm not creasing as much as I usually do. And I know that the weather is starting to change, but for me, I always struggle with dry under eyes and just like a lot of creasing and stuff like that. And I feel like since I've been using this, I've noticed a big difference. So I know it has a pricey price tag, but I don't know. I've been loving it, and I'm definitely going to repurchase it when this runs out. For my next flop, it's actually this makeup brush cleaner. You guys might have seen it in my unboxing recently. I don't know. Like, so I tried using this, and although it did kind of work, it first off was a lot of work because you have to put the brush on the thing, you have to put the water in there, you have to put the soap in there, and then you have to sit there and like let it spin around, and it's kind of messy. And I don't know, it was hard to use, and it really didn't clean my brushes that well. Also kind of made my brushes change shape. Like, I feel like it kind of pushed all the hairs outwards and stuff, so I had to kind of pull them back in when it was wet to get it to go back to its original shape. So I feel like it was really damaging to my brushes, and I don't know, I tried it with like 4 different brushes, and I just don't think I'm going to use this again. I might pass it along to someone else and see if maybe they want to try it out, but for me this was too much work. I feel like I'd rather stick with my Sigma matte, do it real quick, and set it to dry, because I feel like this was just a pain in the butt. Another favorite I had this month is actually the concealer from Kylie Cosmetics. I have mine in the shade Bone. I also had the shade Stone as well, but Bone is the one that I've been using. I've been using this almost every single day, and I actually really like it. I really like the formula of it. I feel like I also really like the applicator, because I feel like I can go ahead and just one swipe get both eyes, and I feel like with the Tarte Shape Tape, which is what I normally use, I have to dunk it in more than once, and I really like the fact that I can dunk this in once and just do both under eyes and be done. I really like the formula. Like I said, it feels very lightweight, but you still get really nice coverage, which I like. And also I feel like the shade range on this is really great. There's so many different shades, so you're really easy to find your perfect match. And also the price tag on this is a little bit less than the Shape Tape, so I definitely have replaced my Shape Tape with this concealer. I've been using it almost every single day, so I definitely recommend this if you guys want or are looking for a new concealer. I think this one retails for $20, which is a bit of a difference from the $28 price tag that Tarte has for their Shape Tape. So I would definitely recommend maybe checking out the Kylie concealers. I was a bit skeptical, but I do really like it. Next flop is actually from Flirt Cosmetics. I did receive these recently in PR from them. I don't know. So these are their triple lip lipsticks. And although I think that the idea of these is super cool and unique, they were just hard to apply. I feel like they were a flop for me. So what these are basically, they're supposed to line your lips and kind of give an ombre effect to them. So basically when you put it on, I'll show you guys on my hand, it's gonna kind of do more of an ombre, and you're supposed to blend it in. The only problem I have with these is I like the concept, but you're gonna go on your upper lip like this, which is fine. But then for the lower lip, you have to turn it around and then go down like this, which I'm not used to applying lipstick like that, so it's kind of tricky to kind of get it right on the edge and make sure you're doing it that way. I kept forgetting and going like this, and it just was kind of, I don't know, just not very practical. I feel like it's not very fast, although it did kind of work. I just feel like it's just, I don't know, it's an extra step that I just feel like I'd rather just use a lip liner for me personally. There was one shade that I did like the most out of the 4. It's called Nude. I do feel like that one was pretty nice, and it didn't seem like that one was as hard to blend out as the other ones. But these just for me just kind of were a little bit gimmicky and just not something I would use every single day. So I'm gonna pass them along to my sister and see if she can have some fun with them. But I don't know, they were a flop for me. My next favorite, this is the Swing eyeliner from The Balm. I cannot tell you guys how much I love this eyeliner. I've heard people raving about it for a while now, but I never got on board. I don't typically wear eyeliner too often, but since I got this and since I've been using it, I've been wearing it nonstop. So the tip on it is just super fine, and it's really pigmented, like super black. So when you apply it, it's just like so easy. You only need one little swipe and it just works really nicely. And since the tip on it is so fine, it just makes it really easy to create a nice little wing. I don't always love a huge wing, and I feel like with this I can get really precise and smaller wings, which I do really like. Also, I feel like it dries down really fast, because sometimes with liquid eyeliners they take a while to dry down, so they kind of will transfer and things like that. This one dries like super quick. So if you guys are someone who constantly does a winged liner or loves eyeliner, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It's really nice, and it's super black. I just have a few more favorites. I went through all of my flops for the month. So this is the Evolution palette from Pure Cosmetics. I got this on their site. I ended up getting one of their like mystery bags, and this was inside of it. I took this with me when I traveled to LA. This palette is seriously so beautiful. So this is the Evolution palette. It has 3 little highlights in here. So it is kind of like a mini palette. So it was really nice to travel with. The first shade in here and the second shade are my favorite. The third shade here is a little bit dark for my skin tone, but these 2 right here are seriously so pretty. Let me swatch it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But here are all 3 shades swatched down there. Like, they are just so buttery, and the formula of them is beautiful, and I just love how compact this is, and that you get such blinding highlights from more of like a travel size palette. This is only $15, so I definitely would recommend it for these 2. Like I said, the bottom one is good, but it's not something that I would typically wear, but these 2 right here, they're just so stunning. They're blinding. You can definitely build them up to be super blinding, but right away they're just one swipe and you're just, it's amazing. I love this little guy. My last favorite from the month is from Physicians Formula. I really love these. So these are the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish lipsticks. They did send me the entire collection. This is one of my favorite shades. This one here is called Vitamin Beat. It is just a really pretty kind of mauvey pink shade. I'll swipe it for you guys so you can see. Here's what it looks like. I just love the formula of these because they are velvet. They are very comfortable to wear. They dry down really nicely and really fast, and I just feel like I just love velvet lipsticks the best because I feel like they are the most comfortable, but they still dry down like a liquid lipstick and are very long wearing. I absolutely love the applicator on these. It is a more of a wider applicator, and that's what I really love because I feel like it's really easy to just get your whole lip and to kind of line it as well. And I love that they are a drugstore lip product, a drugstore liquid lipstick that I've been loving. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this favorites or flops from me. I don't typically do this video, but I love watching them, and I feel like they are very informative and helpful. I can't possibly love every single product that I receive or every product that I buy. It's just not feasible, so I always like including kind of some flops, and I always love doing favorites videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one and seeing some products that worked for me and some products that didn't this month. Let me know down below some products that you guys loved or some products you didn't love so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and then on Fridays. Look out for that giveaway. It's coming real soon, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.